This podcast is brought to you by the Average Intelligence Podcast and by the Foundation for World Harmony.
Come with me to discover the transformative power of kindness and the joy it brings. Join me as we explore every Monday morning simple yet profound ways to elevate your happiness, one gesture at a time.
Wow, fantastic baby, dance. I'm gonna dance. Fantastic baby.
Fantastic morning to one and all. Thanks for tuning in, sharing your time with me. I hope this will put a smile on your face because it's another episode of the complete guide to happiness. And that's our goal in life, is to be happy. Hope this last week you were happy. Can you believe how fast time goes by? It seems like every other day is Monday, and I'm recording another episode and interviewing some fantastic ambassadors of kindness. They're getting better and better and better and better. It's an amazing group of kind souls from around the world. As you know, I have ambassadors in 146 countries, and they're all fantastic. They all have fantastic stories, and this podcast interviews them. And I love interviewing people. Sometimes I talk too much, because an interviewer should shut the hell up when the guest is talking. But it's more of like a conversation, because in a conversation, sometimes you step on people's words, and I do that a lot, unfortunately. I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not a polished interviewer. I'm just a regular guy that's led an extraordinary life, and I'm sharing it with the world in the kindness revolution. And this is one step in that direction, spreading kindness, because kindness leads to happiness, as you might know. Our guest today is very successful young man in Nigeria. He's got 3 or 4 different companies, but he's a humanitarian. He gives back, and giving really makes you feel fantastic. And I like to think that I'm giving my knowledge, my experience, my mistakes, and hopefully you'll learn from all of those and lead a happier life. Because that's what we're here for, to be happy. So whatever you're doing that's making you happy, keep doing it. Find more things that make you happy and make other people happy. Because when I make people happy, when I give some life coaching lessons or a speech to the children, it makes me feel fantastic, because I can see it in their eyes that they get it. They get kindness. A lot of people don't get kindness, and that's a shame. But that's why I'm on my mission to teach people how and why to be kind to themselves, how and why to be kind to others, and how and why to be kind to Mother Earth. And this is just one show of the many shows that I've done in the past that I get to give my opinion to. And hopefully this lasts for many, many years. And years from now, people will enjoy it, not on Monday morning, but it is Monday morning for the people that are just tuning in for the broadcast. And it does air all the time. That's the great thing about the internet. It's always Monday morning, I guess. And I have this is, I think, my 33rd episode of interviewing some really amazing people. I mean, I'm blessed to have such fantastic people believe in the Be Fantastic philosophy, follow the 3 commitments to kindness, and some of them are reciting the Global Kindness Pledge, which is pretty cool. We're moving into the big news this week is we're moving into Ghana. We've got we got a program coming up. It's gonna be live, streaming from it's a Durbar. I don't know if you know what that is. Durbar is an event where usually rulers put it on, a gathering, and that'll be in Accra, Ghana. I think the 14th of June. We're gonna have some big dignitaries. It's gonna be a great event. And we're kicking off the kindness revolution in Ghana. So that'll be fun. We're already big in Nigeria. And this young man that's coming up next is Nigerian. And he is a fantastic human being. I really enjoy the interview I did with him. As you know, I pre-record because I like to make my life easy. Because, nailing people down for a specific time in this day and age is impossible. I wasn't in the military, but I live on military time, because when I ask someone to be on a call at 11 o'clock in the morning, not 11:05 or 11:10, because the 11 o'clock news starts at 11 o'clock, not 11:01. So one of the things in life is to be on time, because you're being accountable for your actions and you're giving respect to the person you're meeting with. So always be on time. Actually, always be early. The secret to success is to show up early to work and leave late. That's a very good advice for the day. So let's get to the interview. You don't want to hear me blab all day long. You're going to meet Jude. What a great name, Jude. Hey, Jude, don't make it bad. Something like that. Jude, thanks. What a great name. He's a great guy, and I think you'll enjoy hearing from him. And we've got a new ambassador, fairly new, by the name of Jude. Thanks. He's ambassador 10,899. As of today, we have 11,589, I think it is. And Jude is from Adamawa State. He's got a big company called Gamma Lati Global Links. I think I got that right, hopefully. And we're going to talk about working together and making Africa fantastic, because I've been hearing a lot of fantastic plans for Africa. We've got some ambassadors that are doing some amazing things in Africa. And together with the kindness revolution, we're going to make it an amazing future for Africa. So my first question to you, Jude, this is the complete guide to happiness. And we try to bring everyone some really interesting views on spreading happiness and being happy. What is your definition of happiness, Jude?
Well, as an individual, I have grown to realize happiness comes more with fulfillment. And fulfillment is more of trying to make sure your purpose. Every human being, I believe, has a purpose on earth, and then happiness has to do with you being fulfilled. When your purpose on earth as an individual is accomplished, I think you're fulfilled, and then in turn you are doesn't it can be unconnected to having some material things though, but I feel happiness comes with fulfillment, and fulfillment comes with achieving your purpose as a person. So my definition of happiness is a person that fulfills, feel fulfilled in what you do and kind of achieving their purpose as an individual on earth.
As you know, the world has a lot of problems, not just Africa. All around the world, there's too many conflicts, too many wars, too much corporate greed. And with your guys' help, I think we can make a dent in this, what I call the insanity of humanity. It's insane, the horrible things that man does to man, that man does to the environment. And together, we, I think, could be a powerful source.
We choose to go to the moon, investigate, and do the other things.
Weird.
You know, someone said that frickin' Panera's Pepsi's taste funny.
Better.
No, I mean,
What?
Tell me what your feelings are on our kindness revolution.
I am actually happy, and just like I stated in the last interview we had, I feel kindness is a responsibility to everybody. You don't need to be told to be kind, and kindness doesn't just pay off because it is not something you do for others. It's something you do for yourself. When you're kind to people, you're doing it for yourself. So I'm happy about the whole idea, and I am actually moved by most especially, as I mentioned, the freshwater project. I would want to say a job well done to the kindness movement, and I also want to say it is kind of how do I put it now? It is kind of what we need at the moment, We're in a world where things have gone astray. A lot of people don't do things because they ought to do. A lot of people are just living their life wayward. Let me use the language. But in a time like this, when we have moves like this, we have movements like this, we have ideas like this, it balances, and it assists in trying to create an enabling environment for the younger generation coming forth, and also giving us, much more of what we need as individuals to be fulfilled. So I think it's a good one, a very nice one. The kindness and the happiness and the kindness movement. I would just want to say I'm happy I met it at this moment, and I'm very, very glad that something like that is happening. Thank you.
Well, we are very happy to have you on board. Obviously, you're an educated man. You're a successful man. You've got a couple businesses that we'll talk about in a minute. Since you discovered this, have you had any ideas how we could get to the masses? Because there's a lot of people in Africa that don't know about the kindness revolution, and a lot of the poor people don't see that it's going to feed them. And obviously, it doesn't feed them, but hopefully we give them a mental awareness of loving themselves, loving others, and loving our planet. And that's the there's a lot of organizations that feed people. There's a lot of organizations that house people. We're an organization that gives you the mental wherewithal to love yourself and to help others and to help the planet. So do you have any ideas that you might want to throw out there that could move this forward for your country, for Africa, and for the world?
Thank you for that question. Very, very important. When we talk about ideas like this, these are things that we need at the moment. It is very unfortunate that a lot of people have various expectations when it comes to when you mention the word help. When you mention the word help today in quote, people are expecting something physical, something, how do I put it? A support that helps them feed or better their life in other ways. But I see this as one of the most important movement, because anything that has to do with the mindset, we would appreciate when it comes with the revolutionization of the minds of people. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is this. Just like you mentioned, there are a lot of organizations that have been doing the feeding programs, the shelter programs. I have partnered with few organizations where, we make livelihoods, and all the things. But one other thing I realized is amongst all of this, there's this kind of mindset that people have that needs to be disabused about how the world is generally. We need to actually work on the thinking of the people. The inner man of the people needs to be touched. Now, with this kindness movement, it is going to aid us to give people a better mindset and better impression of what it is. Now, I have few ideas that I wanted to put them down as a document and maybe share with you. But few amongst what I've taught is, just like I mentioned the other day, every character we exhibit today, at a time they were just words. They were just like, sorry to bring in. I'm a Christian, so I like to give examples from that aspect. At a time we were taught about Christ, and as a Christian, we're supposed to live like Christ. So at the time, it was just an information. It was just an information about somebody called Jesus. This was how he lived his life. And then we have to grow and become like him. So I feel the movement of the revolution of teaching people kindness is a very good one. And just like I mentioned, I have one or two ideas that I've jotted down. I really wanted to share with it as a document. But I'll still talk about few. Sensitization is very important when you sensitize people, because by default, some of our environments by default inculcates in us some characters that are not kind. This is no doubt that in some of our areas we get influenced by social activities. We get influenced by tradition. We get influenced by culture. We get influenced by incidents that makes a lot of people not to be kind in court. So when you don't look at the aspect of revolution, when you don't look at the aspect of changing people's mindset, you can feed them all you want, you can shelter them all you want, but when we don't have a better mindset, when we don't have people that think kind, it's left for me work done zero, because some of these people, we are being proactive, we're being reactive to them. Some of them we're actually trying to help them out of an issue. So if we attack, I feel some of those other aspects we do, they are just the symptoms. The main disease is the mind. When we have people that think right, we have community that moves right. That's just what I feel. I feel when we have a community that we think alike, we work alike, and everybody knows what to do, when to do, and how to do, from each household, we take up individual responsibility, then we can have a good community, because it starts from the home. If you have a good child, if you have good children in the community, it means the whole neighborhood is safe, because we're not looking at tomorrow where we look at people that are into all vices of criminalities, because we believe this home training they get is what they do, is what they kind of is what they execute in the community. So I would like to share a document on how I think we can partner. I would really appreciate when we have sensitization seminars. And then I was thinking part of the document is where I was thinking we could, some of these people have grown so much and have gone so deep into some of these things that it's difficult to bend. So I was thinking if we could target younger ages, younger generations, so we can have a future. Some of them we would have to manage. As it is now, we can only manage the adults, but we can actually teach the children. I don't know if you get my point. The adults we can manage, but the children we teach.
I love it when great minds think alike. You may not know we have what's called the Global Kindness Pledge. And because the children are our future. And we have a couple goals. I mean, we have many goals, but one of which is to get a WhatsApp group in every community around Africa and in the world, because we need to spread this revolution locally. It's great to have a national exposure, but the local communities need to spread this movement, and that's why we have over 800 WhatsApp groups. But we came up with this Global Kindness Pledge, and if we can indoctrinate that into the schools, which is our goal. Have you heard about the pledge yet?
I think I placed a particular pledge during the last interview we had with General, but I don't know if it's the one you're talking about.
There's three commitments, and as you might know: be kind to yourself, the most important and hardest; be kind to others, the golden rule, and be kind to the planet. But the pledge goes like this, and I want you to repeat after me, okay? Here goes. I pledge to be kind to and love myself.
I pledge to be kind to and love myself.
I pledge to be kind to and strive to love all others.
I pledge. Sorry, come again.
I pledge to be kind to and strive to love all others.
Okay, I pledge to be kind to and strive to love others, I think.
I pledge to be kind to, love, and respect our Mother Earth.
I pledge to be kind to, love, and respect our Mother Earth. Yeah.
We are all fantastic.
We are all fantastic.
You are fantastic.
You are fantastic.
I am fantastic.
I myself am fantastic.
Now, how does that make you feel, Jude?
No, I feel fulfilled. I feel I've said something that I need to live up to. I feel I am talking to myself, my heart.
You are. And that pledge, if children say it every day in front of class, together in unison, here's what happens. It builds their self-confidence, which is the most important thing. It creates energy to the room. It's palpable when you have big crowds doing it, by the way. And you should do it with your company. Even companies doing it really energizes them and makes them feel fantastic. It spreads camaraderie. It brings them together, because when they say, I encourage the classes, when they say you are fantastic, to point to their friend. That builds camaraderie. And it teaches the value of the word, fantastic. And it encourages them to be kind to our Mother Earth. That pledge is our goal, to get into all the schools And we need the whole Africa to be papered with that pledge, because that pledge is our future. It's not commercial, because this isn't about money. It's not political, and it's not religious. It's the pledge for the future of society and on our planet. It's very powerful, and I'm very proud to have created it. And we need to get it out everywhere. And that's where some of the money that comes in will pay for kindness classes, which we have a curriculum for, and to get that pledge out, because it reminds, we need to teach the children kindness on a daily basis and remind everyone else to put the greed and the evil aside and start spreading kindness. What's your play on that?
Yeah, it's a very nice word. I think the social media is a very fantastic tool, though it's a tool that doesn't have moral definition. It's been defined by the user. It can be used for good, can be used for bad. I think it's an avenue we can explore to reach to the youths, particularly the youths. We can use that as an avenue, and for the school children, I have an idea, and I think probably I would develop it as a document and forward it to him or to you anytime soon. Then we can look at how we can proceed from there. These children at the moment, from the age of psychologically, we believe from the age of 6 to 11, that is when all those ideas sink into their head. That's when they are being built before they become teenagers. And looking at how it is now. I'm thinking of a program we can partner with. We can partner with the fantastic movement, the kind movement. We can partner with on how we can have how we can penetrate some of the schools and start having maybe, if it's convenient for the schools, maybe 30-minute sessions for 3 days in every week. Where we talk to them about how kindness pays, not only to them as a people now, how they need to grow with it, how it is not beneficial to the other person as it is to you, how it is kind of what you need as a child. And when we give them these ideas, when we start from this age, and then we make it very interesting. I'm thinking of even from the ideas, there's a way we can gamify the whole process. When you have few kindness activities, you got rewards. We reward them with educational materials, with books, and stuff like that. I would like to develop the idea, but I'm having an idea where we can have 30-minute session for 2-3 times a week with the children, telling them how they can build a better world by being kind, how we can have a future for them, how they have a part to play in building the world, in building a future for themselves, and making life better for everybody, which is what they should be looking out for. So I would really work on something, and then we'll relate with the general, and then as time goes on, probably we'll send a copy of the concept note for you, and then we can all come together and talk about it. But it's part of the document I wanted to send. So I think we can start with them. I feel it is very important. As I said earlier, for the adults, we can manage, but for the children, we have to teach. We are teaching them, and then whatever we give them now, it's what they grow with. But for the adults, some of them have experiences, and psychologically, it's going to be difficult to disabuse their mind for some of the things they have already gotten up there. So we can manage them by giving them sensitizations and maybe programs that can try to put in 1 or 2 of our ideas into their heads. But for the children, I would like them to grow with the idea. Let it be part of them. Let it be part of them, so that we don't get to look back and say we wish we had done it before. So I think we would work on that.
Music to my ears, my friend. We have our ambassador or our director, actually, Moses in Uganda, was one of the first to implement the kindness pledge in his schools, and we've seen tangible results. The parents are saying about the kids coming home, because they say it every day. Some schools say it in the morning before class and say it at the end of the class. And it really is, it's basically a manifestation. Because when you say, I am fantastic, actually, I did the 30-day challenge. I challenge anyone in the world to say, I am fantastic out loud with passion 3 times a day for 30 days. Your life will change, I promise you. And we're seeing it. People who have adopted the word fantastic, because, as you might know, it makes you smile, which releases stress, anxiety, and depression. It makes you look and feel fantastic. I believe it's one of the most powerful words in the world, fantastic. And I'm happy to spread it. I want everyone to take it and run with it. People are naming beaches, Fantastic Beach. They're putting the name in their companies. Yesterday, someone here in Antigua named a new dish in their restaurant, the Dr. Fantastic Special. It's it's really exciting to see it spread like a plague, a good plague. But the kindness revolution has a lot of legs. I've been doing this for 5 years on my own, getting great help. You know, we're in 34 countries in Africa. We have ambassadors in 34 of your 56 countries. We want every country to have a director. We want every city to have an admin. And an admin is just inviting people in to hear about the three commitments, the Global Kindness Pledge, the Kindness Revolution. And it's just the start of a journey that's going to take a long time. But a journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step. And one person at a time, these 11,589 ambassadors were introduced to it by me or by another ambassador. And we need to all come together with a mindset of kindness.
That's nice. That's nice. It's actually a commendable job, and I'm happy. I am part of it. I'm happy. I'm part of it. I'm really happy. And then I can assure you one thing. That I am part of it from now till the day I won't be part of this world again. And I have a lot. I would want to, and I would love to contribute. And I just pray that God gives me the ability to do so. I really have some tight schedules because of how it is nowadays. But I promise that I am one ambassador, and we would share the kindness together. It's a promise.
What makes me very happy is people like you saying, "How can I help?" That's the question I want to hear. Unfortunately, the very poor, when they hear about this program, they'll actually say, "What's in it for me?" And I have a very good answer to that. A very good answer. When you're kind and you say the word fantastic, you're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to live longer, you're going to be more successful in business and in personal relationships. And the byproduct of all that is you're going to make a kinder and cleaner world, because following the three commitments to kindness literally solve all mankind's problems. And I made it simple for humans, not the 10 commandments, although they fit into the three commitments. My friend, Jude, the three commitments literally solve all mankind's problems.
Yes. Literally.
Made it simple for humans.
When you're kind to yourself, you become a better person. When you're kind to others, you create a better community. When you're kind to Mother Earth, you create a better environment. So it's just everything all together. It's really everything.
Well put. That's so well put. I love you. You're fantastic, my friend. So tell us about your companies. You got some really nice companies going, and hopefully we're going to convince your sales force to not say "have a good day" when they say goodbye, to say "have a fantastic day." And I'm sure you don't have a good product. I'm hoping you have a fantastic product or a service. And we're coming out with something that you're going to really like, because for years our ambassadors have said, "How can I promote my company to your global audience?" I said, "Well, no, it's not about money. This is not about money, never will be. But I realize that people need to make money. So with the Global Kindness Social Network that's coming out very soon, you're going to be able to promote your passion, your art, your company, your church, your charity, your organization, your foundation. And if you're offering a small discount to our ambassadors, because the Global Kindness Social Network is only for ambassadors. Of course, it's free to join anyway, and it's always free. You've heard the saying, "There's nothing free in life." Well, the Global Kindness Social Network is going to show everyone in the world, that this is the first free program. It always will be free, and we're going to show that there's an exception to every rule. And this is free. This is my gift to the world. You're joining. So you're giving your heart, soul, and thoughts and perhaps money to the cause, because money does give us exposure. We have what's called the Foundation for World Harmony, which supports the kindness revolution. So with that said, I would love to hear, and the audience would love to hear about your companies, which is, I'm sure, your passion, which hopefully makes you happy, because doing something that you love, obviously means you'll never work a day in your life. Really, I believe that doing something that you love will bring happiness to not only yourself, but to your employees and to the world. Tell us about your companies, Jude.
All right. As I mentioned earlier, I am into information and communication technology generally. I started with formal education and then switched to professional education. I actually served with the government. At the time, I felt it was time to fulfill myself. I decided to start off. I started with cyber automations. It was a computer training. Knowledge grew, time grew, world was getting smart, the internet coming first. We started to venture into metric solution also. Metric solutions basically with tied software development and other networking. We've worked with the government over the years of state and beyond. We've been working with government ministries for the state government in state, and over the years we've little contracts here and there. Locally though, we are few international in Africa. We had activity in the Republic of Cameroon. We had one in Ghana some times back. We've done a lot of things. So also to event planning, that's where Gamati Global Links came in. The need for expansion. So the reason of multiple companies feel is better attention specific. It gives you it makes energy more time and gives you the ability to execute properly. Also see it as an avenue to employment. When you have companies, you're looking at 105, probably 106. If you merge the whole thing, we're looking at just 40 or 35 staff. So we are into outsourcing. Basically, we outsource, we do data analysis, we do data outsourcing. And then lately we've also, we do outsourcing of anything. We work with these organizations over here in Maiduguri and in Yola, Borno State and Adamawa State. Most of the non-governmental organizations, we outsource for them, particularly when they are to carry out livelihood programs. The fact that with locals and we have a prior knowledge of the environment, we source out for the best items they use, and also for data. I have a team that are into data collection. You collect accurate data, we analyze for you, and then we tender. And then I have some part of the team that does monitoring and evaluation for some of their projects, and so on and so forth. So that's just a little brief of what we do. And we are into Forex, but not fully and professionally like that. So we don't have a particular unit for that, but we involve and we teach people on how to earn also from the internet. These days we are very skeptical, because these days anything that has to do with information technology and the internet space in Nigeria, especially with a young man like me, we have to be careful and be sensitive because of the whole cybercrime thing all over. So we are actually trading with care for now, but we are looking at venturing into Forex properly before the end of the year. It's an expansion we're looking forward to. And over the years, my companies have partnered with few organizations. As I'm talking to you, we're partnering with an Idea International, is a non-governmental organization from Liberia that is recently in Nigeria. We're partnering with them on how we can kick off some of their projects. And then we have the BDG ministries from the United States. I think Bishop Berry is the BDG International BDG Ministries. We're also working on how we can kick off some activities over here. And then we have the Heart of Dorcas Foundation, which we've partnered with recently on some of the activities. So, the company, we are fully into tech, but, there's this hunger to work with organizations that have the idea. We might not have the documents and the legal rights to put up some of these activities, but we support in every way we can. We support in every way we can. We have partnered with a few lately, and then we are still going. So in as much as we are in a tech company, we also have this humanitarian side of our company that we also work for. So that's about the company. And over the years, I think the company started the first company started over 12 years ago, when I was still a very young man. And we grew through the years. We grew through the years, and then God has been faithful. At least we have branches in Abuja, in Maiduguri, in Yola, Adamawa State, Taraba, and then we're looking at Plateau State also. We're looking at moving to Plateau State. It's a plan for expansion in Plateau State, and then far north, we have a branch in Kaduna State as well, and then we're looking forward to expanding in a fantastic way, actually.
Well, we have groups in most every city you just named. As I said earlier, we want to have a group in every city, and we want to combine. We want to network everyone so they can all benefit. It's just it's a grand goal. It's a grand. I want to commend you, by the way, on your success, on your thinking more than your success, because as you know, money doesn't buy happiness. It's being a humanitarian that really brings happiness to one's self-worth. And I'm just happy to have you on the team. Is there a website that people can go to find about your company?
Yes, the first website is the Gamati Global Links, www.gamatiGlobalLinks.com. Though we're having a site maintenance recently on the main website, but I believe in the next 48 hours or so, we're hopefully coming back. So I would share with you the link to the website, and then the link to some of the programs we also do. In a bid to also extend this thing, we have what we do. We have lecture and tutorials that we do in local languages for people to get acquainted with computer. So it's also part of the programs. So as soon as the site is back, I will forward the link to you, and you can check about us over there.
Wonderful. We've distributed, I think, about 16 or 20 computers to schools, which is one of our programs that we're looking to expand, because that brings the computer brings the world to these small villages that, quite frankly, don't know what's going on. And we're all connected. We're all one. And we just if we come together as all one, what's the word for it I'm looking for? But we're all consciousness. We're all one.
Yes, we are looking beyond financial support. We're looking beyond financial support. We would want to support financially, but we're looking beyond that also. We're looking at how we can organize programs in collaboration with the kindness movement. We have a lot we can do together. Well,
there's no I in team. I mean, this is a grand goal to bring peace and harmony and kindness to the world, and opening people's eyes that they benefit personally by following the 3 commitments to kindness. I mean, everybody wins. I love when everybody wins.
Definitely. Yeah. So we develop educational materials, and we develop educational materials as part of what we do, because we do ghost writing. We write for people. It's part of our activity in the company. So we have a collection of good writers. I believe we can use that expertise also in infusing and injecting knowledge into education materials for these children that we can donate to them. We have a lot. We have a lot we can do together. I believe we have a lot we can do together, and we are hoping to contribute beyond financial we are hoping to contribute beyond financial. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm sure you have to go and get back to work, but I do have one favor because I've put together a lot of information on what I call the kindness class curriculum. I'd love to be able to forward that to you and have your guy compile it professionally because, you know, we're an army of 11,000 volunteers. You know, there's really no serious funding behind us yet. I hope to meet a billionaire one day that sees the vision and like says, let's get this thing worldwide. It is worldwide, but it's not big worldwide. I call it the world's best kept secret, the kindness revolution. But I do want to forward you, if you can give me your email after this or WhatsApp, what I've put together so far as the curriculum. It just needs to be put together by professionals. You know what I'm saying?
No problem. No problem. I think if I can get it within the hour, we should be able to work with. I'm supposed to meet with the team, hopefully this evening. So if I can get it immediately, I can bring it up in our meeting so that we can work with it and see if I can give them a 48 hours deadline. Then we can come up with something, please.
Perfect. You'll have it in 15 minutes. I'm sure you have to get back to work. I am so blessed to have you on the team. Patrick, thank you for introducing. You know, John Paul DeGioia, our ambassador number 171, he's worth about $8 billion. And I put out a video the other day, and he said, and I hope people take his advice, if every one of our ambassadors were just to invite one person, we're going to be a bigger and more successful revolution. Simple as that.
Definitely.
So everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Whatever's making you happy, keep doing it. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And we'll talk soon and often. And you'll have that document in about 10 minutes.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Have a fantastic day. Throw away the word good. It has no energy, very little meaning. The word fantastic makes you smile, makes you look fantastic, feel fantastic. And it's an act of kindness to tell your employees they did a fantastic job. Or tell your wife she cooked a fantastic meal. Or when someone asks you, how are you? Say, I am fantastic. It's an amazing word.
I have a fantastic news. I have a very fantastic news. My wife just gave birth to a fantastic baby girl this morning.
Congratulations. Wonderful news. Another fantastic human on the planet. You know, since I was born, Jude, 6 billion people had babies since I was born.
Whoa, that's good.
A lot of babies. Have a fantastic day, my friend.
Welcome to the Be Fantastic channel, where you will find many fantastic interviews with amazing people.
Visit the top world museums,
Incredible zoos,
beautiful national parks,
special events, and much more.
These videos are designed to educate,
inspire,
motivate, and entertain you.
We hope you will enjoy them.
Join the Be Fantastic philosophy.
Please subscribe,
like, and share.
Jude is, bless his heart, bless his soul. He is going to be a very valuable ambassador of kindness. He is already just in thinking and wanting to help. I mean, it's obviously great just to want, but when you deliver, that's even better. But he does want to help, and that's fantastic. Now, of course, it's time to watch Dr. Fantastic make a fool of himself in the kitchen. Actually, I have so much fun in the kitchen. I have so much fun cooking. And I hope you'll enjoy me having fun in the kitchen. You know, I mean, it's all for humor. You know, it's maybe I'm not the best chef in the world, but if you've ever tried my guacamole, you'll swear it's the best you ever had. My pizzas are off the chart. You know, even just my chicken soup. I mean, it's so delicious. Just have fun in the kitchen. Get your kids in the kitchen. Have fun in the kitchen. Have fun eating. Bring the family together. Put the toys away for dinner. The secret to a happy family is to eat dinner every night without the toys. To talk to each other. Tell each other that you love one another. You know, it's really, food brings people together. Food makes me very happy. Hope it makes you happy. Cooking makes me happy. You know, life makes me happy. Being alive makes me happy. I'm not going to be around that much longer. So I hope that all these things I've done to spread kindness and spread the kindness revolution will live in infamy and make people happy for generations to come. You never know. So I don't know what episode they pulled out of my arsenal of cooking shows, but whatever it is, I hope it's fun for you. Enjoy the episode, and I'll see you at the end of the show. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Fantastic Cooks. Now, as you might know, you don't always need a stove to cook. When I make my chopped salads or my delicious salads, you don't need a stove, and they're very healthy. So my recipes are inexpensive, fast, and easy, and delicious. So last week week before I did steak tartare, and then I did ceviche, both dishes that don't need cooking. So today I'm going to show you how to make or how to pickle cucumbers, otherwise known afterwards as a pickle. This is a cucumber. Everyone, every day in Egypt eats one of these. It's in every salad. It's a staple. It's 9 pounds per kilo. But the reason I'm making this video today is because I have to share the story of how remarkable it was, or how lucky I was to pull it off, let's say. So I've never done it before, and so here's how I did it. First, I went off and I bought 2 of these containers. They were 20 pounds each, which is $1.25, something like that. Because I didn't have a bell jar. Usually you put them in a bell jar and you seal it, according to the recipe. Then I bought some, you're supposed to have kosher salt, but I didn't find kosher, so I bought Himalayan rock salt. Salt. Sounds better at any rate. Distilled white vinegar, some garlic. I've got some dill. You don't need to see dill. Now, as you know, on my episodes, I always have a cocktail, but it is the morning after, because I cooked this yesterday. I prepared it yesterday, so coffee this morning. Now, probably if I had some Kahlua, I'd probably throw it in the coffee, but it's just coffee. So, it was pretty remarkable how it all turned out. I bought, this was, again, distilled wine vinegar, so I poured this into a pot, and then I filled it with water, a little bit less, I like it more tart, and I poured the water from here into the pot. I added 2 tablespoons of the rock salt, 2 tablespoons of this, some red chili peppers, and boiled it. This comes to a boil, turn it off. While it was boiling, I took the cucumbers that I bought, and I just randomly picked out, I think it was 8 of them, and they were, again, 6 pounds or something. I chopped them into 1-inch cubes, and I put them on ice. You want to put them on ice while the water is boiling, because they become more crispy that way. Inside the brine, after it cooled, I put a half of a red onion and a half of a white onion. I put about 6 cloves, a half of one of these. I don't know, is it called a clove? I think each one of these individually are called cloves. Maybe it's a clove cluster. I don't know what the name of it is. I put half of one of those in each one of these, and they'll be pickled as well. And then on this one, I put jalapeno peppers. And I'm looking forward to eating that one. And on this one, I put dill. So they're both going to be a different taste. And you could put cauliflower in. You could put all sorts of different things in. So I'm going to do the taste test. I tasted one yesterday. It was delicious. I think I tasted dill yesterday. I should do a blind taste test. Now, as you know, because the onion's in there, you could also eat the onion, because it gets pickled. So here we go with the jalapeno. Let's start with that one first. And Chick is getting it out of the jar now. This is live and in living color. Here we go. Oh, come on. Can't be that hard. There we go. Okay, the jalapeno. Very crunchy, delicious. I wouldn't say spicy, but very delicious. It's a pickle, certainly a pickle. I like pickles and I like cucumbers. Okay, this one is the dill. You know what? Let me grab the garlic. See how the garlic is. Definitely garlic. And now the dill. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
It's a pickle. It's delicious. I was a little impatient, so the water wasn't totally cool. It was a little bit warm, not on the warm side. So you don't want the water to be warm or it won't be as crisp. I think this is probably the first one with warm water because it's not quite as crisp as this one. But there you go, pickles. And at a cost of $1, $2, $3. You know, in Egypt anyway. So another recipe from Dr. Fantastic. You've got to try my pizza. I guarantee you it's the best you ever ate. You can go to Dr. Fantastic's World where I have, no, it's not up yet. You know the recipes are on Befantastic.Today.com. And the videos. I got about 50 or 60 videos like this. Enjoy the day. Get in the kitchen, cook. Get the family in the kitchen, have some fun with it. Cooking is fantastic. You don't have to be a scientist to cook. It really is easy. And I was just amazed that it totally filled both these jars perfectly. I mean, I was like, I can't believe I should have taped this. But there it goes. It was the perfect recipe for 2 jars of pickles. Be fantastic, everyone. Now to the coffee. Where's that amaretto? Ah, fantastic.
Well, that's it. Another show in the can. Have you ever heard that saying, in the can? It's a very old saying because I'm a very old guy. And in the old days, it was on film. And the film was put into a stainless steel or alloy can. I remember my uncle was he's passed away, an Academy Award winning producer, and I learned a lot from him. I was in a few of his movies. And in those days, to screen a movie was on 35 millimeter film. And typically a film was 3 or 4 reels. It depends on the length of the film. And they had a projector, and you watched the films on celluloid. Matter of fact, I was very dear friends with Barry Gordy. He started Motown Records. He'd invite me up 3 times a week to see first run motion pictures in his private screening room. And I remember there's one film, was Godfather. The new Godfather came out. And, we always would have a big dinner afterwards and talk about the movie. And I said, Barry, it's very strange how they repeated a couple scenes in the movie. I mean, some movies do that. But it turns out that the projectionist put the wrong reel in front of the other reel and then replayed the reel again to get it back on track. And he goes, we started talking about that. And of course, the guy got fired because you don't screw up with billionaires. At any rate, that was just a fun story. I got so many fantastic stories of the celebrities I met, the billionaires I've met, the scientists I've met. I was once at a dinner with, I think it was a private dinner at one of the top hotels in Los Angeles with about 20 geniuses or billionaires. I mean, they were all either filthy rich or filthy smart. And I was the only one that without an education. I can talk on the same level as everyone, and not a person would have known that I was the least educated of the group. It was a fantastic meal, fantastic conversations. I love intelligent people, and that's why I do this show, because there's a lot of intelligent people like Jude I just interviewed that are worth talking to, worth meeting, worth learning from. So again, thank you for taking the time to watch the show. Hope you can share it with a friend that might get a smile or a laugh and learn something. Again, whatever you're doing that's making you happy, keep doing it. If watching this show makes you happy, keep watching it. And there's 33 episodes. I mean, if you are the one that's watched every episode, I would love to hear from you. If there's such a person out there that exists that actually watched all these episodes. But they are long at times, and I do talk a lot all the time, not at times, all the time. And I apologize if I repeat myself, because I'm not a perfect human being. Not even close. I just have a lot of great experience that I want to share with you and your friends and your family and your associates in the world. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Drop me a line. And if you're not an ambassador of kindness, go to worldkindnesslist.com. Takes about 20 seconds to join the kindness revolution. And I don't need your number. I don't need your email. I just need you to be kind. Put your name on the list. Be part of the revolution. Numbers matter. People matter. Words matter. And this show matters. So thanks for watching. See you next week. Whatever you're doing that's making you happy, keep doing it.
I met Dr. Fantastic.
say, I am fantastic, la la la. I am fantastic. You can feel it if you say it. It ain't a game. You gotta learn how to play it. Fantastic, fantastic. Just listen to the doctor. He's a rocker. He walks around all day. He ain't plastic. He's not sarcastic. He says, I am fantastic.